Hello guys, and welcome to some more CRL highlights today, this time for Season 4 for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and we're into the quality lap right about now. And I do apologise for the quality of this, these highlights, not the best, and that is down to OBS. I had it last week where they, it wasn't the greatest in terms of frame rate, but we'll try and hopefully fix that in the upcoming rounds. So there's a bit of lag here. This is our fast lap in qualifying on a set of soft tyres. I was trying to do the one stop here, but I think realistically it was a two-stop race. For this race, we are lagging a little bit here, and you will see it a couple of times for a couple of the collisions we have in the race. But right now we're just trying to negotiate this. We've got yellow flags ahead, and this was a bit off-putting on my lap. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. It was quite off-putting. 2 cars ahead. We're just sort of trying to get our way here. And yeah, it was a bit off-putting, if I'm being honest, you know, and it did affect my lap slightly, and we could have gone a bit better through typically turn 1, turn 2, as you saw. But other than that, this lap was actually not a bad lap for us. I think it was faster than we did in most of the practice sessions that we did, so that's the main thing, as we're lagging again. I will definitely get this sorted out. I didn't know why it is. I think because obviously there's an update for OBS, so maybe that could be done to it as well. So I'll get it sorted. But I'm not actually using the capture card at all. I'm just using OBS from a PC and streaming it from the Xbox app, so that's the thing. But Bahrain, not a bad track for me in the past. Quite enjoy it, but things didn't quite go to plan for this race. Australia was quite a good one. Just aim for some more points in this race, and that was the aim. But qualified P3 on a set of soft tyres, but that ended up being P7 by the end of the session. So not a bad. We're not far off. I mean, obviously the fastest was a super soft runner for Senna 46 by balloon on a 30.1. So we're a bit off the pace there, but obviously on a set of softs, it does actually open up a little bit more opportunities for the race. Obviously with safety cars as well, so that can really help in that sense as well. So we weren't. I wasn't too disappointed with that at all. Pretty much where we were in Australia, and here we go for the start of the race. We're aiming for 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lights down and we're going. So you see, we've got a bit of lag starts going on here. So Fry's got off the start earlier, so did Sarah Verstappen. So lag starts to start, so we've really lost the position. Heading down to turn 1, you will see some more lag, but I can tell you what happened. I got hit from behind. I went down to neutral briefly, but we get through turn 1. We're actually quite low down in 10th place, but we managed to get into P8. Yeah, cars are off, flying off the track, and yeah, everyone's obviously just getting disqualified and stuff, and that doesn't help also to do recording. But we're now back into 8th place. Luckily recovered, but yeah, the lagging didn't help. I'm not going to lie about it, and I'm not going to say. I think turn 1 as well. I don't know. I got hit by a car. I think it was a Merc. I don't know. It might have been. I might have been V6. I don't have a clue. But here we go. This car is coming in for this lap, and this is where the race really turned on its head. I was a complete retard, and I decided to full throttle it for a turn, last corner, and go into the wall, and lose front of my bit of my end plate. So that's me down to 13th place. We were running P4 in a good position, and that's really fucked our race. So my mistake there, but that's not the end of all wild chaos, as we're now behind. Oh my God, it's Joe. We caught up to him by lap 8. We didn't pit. I did do some practice where I lost a part of my end play, and I felt I could still drive with it and cope with it, and I can. So I continued on, just trying to switch out the stint, trying to catch up to the points. I mean, points were still on the card, so and we weren't. And at this point, we're not even far away from 9th place here, so we don't have to worry about that. And we're right behind. Oh my God, it's Joe now, and he's struggling a little bit on those medium tyres. So we should be able to make a move here, and he goes actually gone a little bit to the left. We're going to go to the inside, lagging a little bit, but we do go to the inside. Clear picture here, gives us the room, and yeah, we're up to P10 there. So yeah, that's not a bad move from us. But he'll have DRS next time around, so when the DRS activation comes up, he will be there challenging for position. Yeah, not a bad exit from the last corner, but you look at him, he's got the slipstream as well. And he's going to have DRS, and he's going to get past us pretty easily here, going to turn 1. But he gets past us. I'm not going to show you his complete update, but then we're battling him once again on lap 9. We've got a good run through that corner there. We go up the inside of the right left. Loads of battles can happen here, and we get the move done. We sort of nudge him out there. We leave the room, understeering like an absolute pig on the end plate damage. But Ice Cool is not far ahead either, so we're catching Ice Cool now. By lap 11, Callum actually pitted, and I let him through there. I didn't really put much of a fight. He's on a different race to us now, so yeah, points were still on the cars. Ice Cool, we caught up to him quite quickly, but this is our pit window lap. We're going to change for a new front wing and go on a set of medium compound tyres, and that should get us to the end of the race, well, towards the end of the race, and we'll probably go on a set of super softs for the end. that was the plan. But whether or not what happens or not is another question, as we're boxing in now, getting our medium tyres, and then we're putting back out again and behind Sarah Verstappen. I was hoping to beat him out the pit lane, but I didn't, so I was behind him, and also we had that race within Australia. So yeah, it's one of those guys where I don't really want to be fighting down here really too much. And we're now the safety car, actually first safety car comes out for the RL driven seat, so it slows down the race once again. So we're down in last place still, but we're not far away from the points, so I felt positive, you know. I was like, you know what, okay, after that was my fault, after that spin, but points, I continued on, points were still on in my eyes, and we continued, and points are right there ahead of us. But now it's ending, and we're going once again for this race, and we're now into P11, of course, as Joe I think actually just left. So we've got 16 more laps to go in this race at this point. We've got a good exit for turn 1 and turn 2, and we're right behind him. He's losing the rear end. We're in his slipstream as well, so we're catching him very quickly. And yeah, it's looking good for a 10th place at least, which is obviously every point matters. You know, at this stage of the championship is obviously very every point matters. I'm not saying in a championship fight at all. I'm probably not the best guy in this league, so for me, points is really what I've got to aim every single week. And got a good run through the right, left, and then go up the inside. It's lagging a little bit, but basically, I think on his screen, I wasn't. I think it was decent. He came on my screen. He came across on me, as you've seen there, and I went flying into the barrier, got an orange in play, and I came back into the pits once again. And the race strategy was fucked. I couldn't select medium compound tyres either because I went with balanced. So I had to go on set of softs and then set of super softs for the end of the race. So did a 3-stop race here. But on his screen, basically, apparently we desynced. Apparently it was basically desynced because he was. I was further behind on his screen, but on my screen I was further. And yeah, on my screen he came across on my screen, and we had a collision, and obviously the ping pong effect. But on his screen I wasn't anywhere. I wasn't as close to him as that. So that's the game screwing me over, but obviously I don't know from his perspective what actually happened, so, but all I know is that, but I know you guys couldn't see that very well either, but I just left it in there because, you know, to see what happens. But the race completely fell on his head there. We were like a minute behind 10th place, so we just basically just catch up. I was thinking about quitting the race at that point, but you just don't know, you never know, you know, safety car could come out. Now at the point it's just consistency, and we're hitting very consistent lap times, much better than we're doing in practices as well, so consistency was really strong. I was really fired up and just kept going and going and going for these laps, and hitting the 33s all the time. So for me I was just trying to catch up and hopefully claw that point and get that point back. I think at this point I was going to retire lap sort of when the collision happened, but you just never know. I'd be come back in the pits for a set of super softs for the end of the race. And we caught up quite quickly to the guys ahead, so it wasn't all over. But now Ice Core is now ahead of us, and he's not far ahead. And we get our first corner cut warning of the race. We've got no penalties, so we only get one warning in this race, which was pretty impressive for us. Clean, competitive, and definitely very consistent as well. And I was very impressed with the pace and just how clean we were in this race. So. But yeah, I just felt like another practice session really. It wasn't much to it as we come across the line now here after doing our first lap of the race, and just again doing the lap times once again as we're on the pursuit on Ice Cool. And he's not far ahead, about lap 28, you know, he's right there, and I just hoped and prayed that he had some sort of corner cut penalty, like a 3-second penalty or something, because, you know, I caught up within a second, and considering I was like I was about just under a minute behind when that second crash happened. You know, to get within a second of him was pretty impressive. So here we're just trying to catch Ice Core and hope he has some sort of 3-second penalty. That was the aim. He has slipstream on Arctic Avenger, who is in front of him, who's actually just lapped us all, and he had the slipstream there, and that enabled him to actually just get away on the straight a little bit. So I think if he didn't have Arctic anywhere near him, I think I probably would have caught him up and overtaken him. But I didn't know that was actually Arctic at the time. I didn't realise, so I thought it was another car, so I thought P10, P9 was on here. So I continued on, but to our disappointment, this was actually our last lap of the race because Arctic was in front, and it meant I couldn't go for another lap. You see how much we caught up the Ice Core there, and, you know, we were not far behind, and to get within a second of him was pretty impressive. And yeah, there you go, that's the last lap, and unfortunately he didn't have a penalty either, so P10 was the other question. We didn't get a point. But I tried, you know, because you never know, because in the races you never know there's going to be a safety car, you never know if there's, you know, people who get in trouble or crash or anything, and I didn't know that, so I continued on. I did say, I think, to burn out my teammate that if if there was, if there wasn't a safety car by 23, I would retire, but I just continued on because I was catching ice so quickly. And Mez retired. Mez continued on, but unfortunately, he didn't get the extra lap to get ice. I think I could have done it, but yeah, Bernard came P6 there, got some more points for the team. But hopefully next time out in trying to get better luck. And that is the hope for that. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe for more on the channel, and I'll see you for another video. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye guys.